son. Ooh. Oh, it's artistically from doing here, and I always want to try to bring my weeb side into my FNAF games in any way I can. And so, I present to you a 2-year-old FNAF security breach dating sim. And you can tell who it's about. What's your name? Is this correct? Yes.
Hey, wake up. No sleeping on the job.
Trying to think. I jolt awake, a bright light in my eyes, and someone's hand on my shoulder. While I block it out, let me just options. Oh my god. Why? I swear I turned all of this up. Stay there. Stay? Okay. History. What's it say? Let me at least look at if necessary. How long was I asleep on this table? Lowering my arm, I have a toolbox in front of me, and my phone is resting well. Where I have my head laid down, the shape is probably in front of my face right now.
Good lord, when was the last time you slept?
Probably a week ago.
Very funny. Just get up and get started. I'll keep quiet if you just do your job, alright?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, get to it.
Vanessa walks off as I stand up and stretch, feeling my joints pop when I raise my arms above my head. So I didn't waste any more time. I pick up my toolbox and phone before heading through the massive doors leading to the daycare. The daycare's bright lights and rainbow colors are practically blending compared to the rest of the Pizzaplex. Maybe I just haven't fully woken up yet. Time to get this over with. I open up a panel behind the desk and cringe at the mess of wires in the wall. As much as I wish I could, I can't rush through this. I have to deal with each generator one at a time. Whatever, if it means I get to go to sleep sooner, I'll do it. Oh. Okay, 1. Oh, I get it. Okay, 2. 3. There's actual little mini games in this. That's actually not cool. Standing back up, I stretch again, palms on my back as I let out a tired sigh. That is until I hear a faint sound of what I think are gears and other mechanical bits turning, while there was something landing in the ball pit near the back. I'm pretty sure it's just the daycare did it. After all, they should be the only other thing in here. The small stage leading to the room is directly above the ball pit. I thought I didn't know a lot about them. The staff hasn't said much, and since I'm still new here, I haven't even met them yet. No, nor have I met the other animatronics like the Glamrox or DJ. Most of the robots I've gotten acquainted with have been the staff bots all over the building. I started walking to the ball pit, scanning it for signs of movement as I stand on the edge. That is until...
Hello? Hey there, friend. Oh, I don't remember seeing you around. Are you new here?
Hello. Something or someone jumped in front of me and suddenly lifted off the ground. Before I can even answer, I notice his eyes turn a light blue color, scanning me. I'm stunned in silence, staring at the robot in front of me as he steps out of the ball pit, holding me underneath my arms as if I weigh nothing. God, how many of you? Can you put me down? Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. It's not every day I see a new member of staff here. It's pretty empty when all the kids go home, you know.
I definitely have to get used to how energetic this guy seems. He finally sits me back down, making sure I'm able to stand to both my feet before letting go. Thanks. And yeah, I'm new here. Just finishing up my first week, actually.
Oh, and how's that been? Good, I hope.
Yeah, it's gone pretty smoothly so far. As I'm walking back to the desk, but the tall robot decides to follow me.
By the way, could you tell me your name? My name's Sun, but people come up with all sorts of nicknames like Sunny, Sunray, Sundew. Some of the kids even call me Sundrop, like the candy.
Oh. Not gonna lie, I thought your name was Sundrop until now.
Oh, that's fine. A lot of people do that. And the name kind of stuck over time, which is fine by me.
Cool, my preferred name is Zone, by the way.
Well, it's great to meet you.
I can't help but smile a bit. But duty calls, so I make my way to one of the computers on the desk. I faintly see his face reflected on the screen as he watches what I'm doing.
What you need the light off for?
Uh-oh. I have to test all the generators in here to make sure they're working. Whoever messed with them last time left a mess, so I have to do it one at a time. Concerning how wordy he's been so far, just a short answer tells me something's up. But then again, I just met the guy. I could be overanalyzing. Ooh. Okay, I think there's only like 4 spots here. Something wrong?
No, just noticed how tired you look. That's all. I'll be right back. Gonna get something for you.
Well, why?
Just something to help carry you through the night. Judging by how many wires and generators you have to deal with, I have a feeling you might be here for a while.
Fair enough. Son smiles before walking off somewhere. I put in the command to turn off the power of the daycare. The music once playing from the speakers in the ceiling comes to a halt. Silence blanketing over the massive daycares. The computer screens become my only light source. Moving my flashlight from my belt, I turn it on as I start making my way towards the play structures, since that's where the generators are located for some reason. I can hear them. I can hear Moon. It's eerily quiet as I try to find the structure in the first generator with the lack of true ambience. Forces my footsteps to echo. The glowing red light of one of the generators enters my sight, so I continue on. Somewhere above me I hear gears turning. I shine my flashlight to the ceiling only to see nothing there. Son? Ooh. I flinch at the noise, frantically shining my light to see what's there. That doesn't sound like Son. Son, are you there? Oh. I drop my flashlight and I'm sitting on the ground after stumbling back from being startled. In front of me is the robot I've seen on the Moontrap posters, giggling hysterically. He seems proud of himself. I sigh, pick up my flashlight, and get back to continue what I was doing. Well, if I wasn't awake before, I definitely am now. I finally stops laughing after I say that. He makes a noise that sounds like he's clearing his throat before he starts to follow me.
Sorry for the scare. I couldn't help myself.
Sure. I take the first path into the play structure to see, hoping to find the first generator sooner rather than later.
You're going the wrong way.
Am I? I turn around and he has his arms crossed as he leans against the structure.
Yeah, I could lead you to the generator if that would make you feel better.
I think about it for a second. If this guy's anything like Son, hopefully he actually means what he says. Fine. I crawl back out of the structure and he starts leading me to a different path. He clearly knows his way around since he found the generator rather easily.
There you go.
He sits beside me as I go to turn it on, his glowing red eyes watching me as I do my job. Maybe it's just me, but don't you think those red eyes are kind of intimidating for a daycare attendant?
Yes, I've been told that before. It was a bug that made them look like this. But that's been resolved. The red eyes stuck, but they're not hurting anyone.
Fair enough, the red does kind of look cool with the blue and white.
Why, thank you.
I roll my eyes and a faint smile on my face. Lips, what? Now that I think about it, I never told you my name, did I?
No.
Oh, did Son tell
In
you?
a way, we're technically the same.
What does that mean?
We are the same body. I mean, Sonny can still see and hear everything that's going on as we speak.
Huh, so he was in on the prank too.
No, he's still lecturing me for it.
So you
I
right.
was just messing with you. But if you want, I won't do it again. For now.
Don't. Ooh. I wish I could do like a full screen thing. Moon laughs a bit, leaning back against the wall of the structure.
I do think you should continue with that job of yours, though.
Right, on it. Focusing back on the generator, I flip the switch and watch as the red light on the device turns green. Well, looks like that works. I flip it again before making my way out of the structure, and I hear Moon follow close behind. Standing up straight, I attach my flashlight to my belt before stretching my arms above my head. And sigh, dropping back to my sides, and I turn to go turn the lights on from the desk. I hear the lights turn back on, and the music of the daycare start playing as I turn around and flinch at the sight of Sun already there, smiling brightly.
Hello again.
Hey, so you two just switch out whenever you need to?
It depends on whether the lights are on or not. I'm in charge when the lights are on, and Moody's in charge when they're off.
Huh.
I still don't like that he decided to scare you, though.
Weirdly enough, the sight of him irritated with his arms crossed is weirdly endearing. Hey, don't worry about that. I'm over it. Sun just pouts, turning his head away from me. I smile at the sight. Why do they keep the generators in there anyway? Don't you think it would be kind of dangerous to keep the generators in a place where kids will be playing in?
Oh, well, that's just a temporary thing. They've kind of been out of commission, so thankfully they couldn't hurt anyone anyway.
And when exactly are these things getting moved? Sun looks like he's about to respond, but will go silent for a moment. I can literally hear the gears turning in his head. He just shrugs. Isn't that reassuring? I turn back to the desk so I can keep track of my progress. On it is a short checklist to keep track of how each generator is working. Aw, hey! So I look around for a pin when Sun sticks his head in front of my face, holding one with a cute little dinosaur on the cap.
Here you go.
I smile at the gesture, taking the pin so I can mark my progress. Thanks. Right, here we go again. I go back to the cable, sighing at the tangled mess I still have to deal with. I'm glad there's little mini games in this, so it's not just your standard visual novel. Okay, 2. I stand up and take a look at my work. Time to do it again, I guess. To go turn the light off again, I hear music blasting from somewhere else, which is weird, since usually the radio is off when the pizza plex is closed for the night. Any idea what the music is?
Oh, he makes his own music, so it's out of the ordinary to hear it during the night when everyone's gone home. I'd love to be friends with him, but I'm too busy to leave this place most of the time.
Really?
Yep.
When was the last time you left the place?
Okay, well, technically I've never left. But every hour when the power gets rerouted, Mooney goes on patrol around the Pizzaplex to make sure we don't get any intruders. He says the DJ makes for good company.
Huh. Everybody, I'm feeling my lack of sleep catching up with me again. The stress of a job has really taken a toll on my sleep schedule, I think. Why do they need Moon to patrol the place? Isn't that what the staff bots are for?
The staff bots help alert Moon to anything or anyone that shouldn't be there.
I let her yawn as I go back to the computer. That's cool. Switching the lights off, the daycare tent once again descends into mostly silence. I hear gears whirring behind me as Moon hums slightly. Oh, bullet. Yeah.
I thought so.
I hear Moon step away for a moment. Yawning again, I take my flashlight off my belt as I start to approach the play structure, stopping once I'm a few feet away from the desk. I wait for Moon to come back since I have a feeling I'd get lost if he doesn't help me with finding the generators. Hearing the sound of gears whirring above me, I point my flashlight toward the ceiling. He's easier to spot this time, probably because he's not trying to startle me again. He lowers himself to the floor, a long cable hooked on his back from the ceiling, so that's how he flies around the place. There you are.
Take this.
He holds out an already open soda can for me to take, a grape flavored fizzy fast to be specific. Thanks.
No problem. Sonny meant to get it for you earlier, but I had something different in mind.
He has a smug grin on his face. Yeah, you tried to scare me half to death. I roll my eyes as I take a sip of the carbonated heart attack in a can.
Come on. Live a little.
Checking the watch in my other hand, I see that it's already nearing 1 in the morning. For the hour I spent awake, I've gotten surprisingly little done. Great. You want to help with the other generators, or what? Moon's expression didn't change. She just stares at me for a moment before speaking.
You look exhausted.
I am exhausted.
Shouldn't you take a break then?
I'll take another episode of raising an eyebrow and do what?
Well, I have my hourly patrol to take care of. You could always tag along.
Can't you know what? This seems like a very good time to save. You know what? Yeah, sure. Just as long as Vanessa doesn't see me, I guess. Moon's smile grows ever so slightly in my statement, but it seems like more of a genuine smile than his grim look from earlier. Oh, damn it. Oh, no.
I doubt that'll happen. The pizza place is a big place, so the chances of her running into us are rather small.
I know, but still.
Trust me.
I don't know why I didn't play the audio for that. I may have accidentally skipped over it.
Besides, you need to take it easy for a while. You look like you're ready to pass out.
Yeah. I'd love to if I didn't have a jump to do. The cable still attached to his back. The moon hovers ever so slightly above the ground before approaching me.
Not right now, you don't.
Without another word, Moon wraps his arms around my torso before the cable lifts him up at least 40 feet above the ground. Holy! Panicked, I cling onto him as I stare at the ground far beneath us. Moon doesn't seem to react, simply navigating through the air, carrying me with him.
Don't worry, I won't drop you.
Oh, how kind. You better not. Moon clearly knows this place like the back of his hand because it only takes around a few minutes for us to reach the atrium with the giant holograms of the Glamrock still active despite the pizza flex being closed for the night. We pass over a few security bots who pay us no mind. Occasionally one will look up at us and then continue on with the same blank expression as every other bot. Eventually I get used to being so high off the ground. Moon says nothing as he scans the area for intruders, thankfully seeing nothing out of the ordinary. Moon lands on the railing on the third floor of the atrium, likely about to change directions and head somewhere else. That is until an alarm starts blaring from one of the speakers and he suddenly turns to look in a different direction. Hopping off the railing, Moon sets me down before hovering off the ground again.
Stay here. One of the staff bots alerted me to an intruder.
Before I can get another word in, Moon leaves, pushing out the railing to give himself a boost as he flies off. Oh, they even have a staff bot. Art. Sighing, I look up when I see another staff bot looking at me, seemingly confused. Just guessing by the way it stops and tilts its head when it sees me, it's hard to tell what these guys are thinking when they basically can't emote. You saw nothing. I pointed at the bot. You saw nothing. The bot says nothing and does not respond. Probably because it has no mouth. I'm not understanding. We're going to sit in one of the booths at El Chips, so I can get the menu on the other side of the small restaurant. I remember something important. I haven't eaten anything since, this morning? Maybe that's why I feel so out of it. If only I could inhale the pictures of food on the wall. I tried the next best thing and searched behind the counter for basically anything that was edible. I found an unopened bag of nachos. Good enough. I headed back to the booth, opening the bag of chips, eating my makeshift lunch. Peering back into the atrium, the bot isn't there anymore. From where I'm sitting, it looks like the number of staff bots around seems pretty sparse in general. Maybe they've gone to wherever Moon is, not that I know where he went anyway. I don't think much of it, simply continuing to fill up on chips while listening to the... Sorry, hold on. No, stop. I don't get why it does that every time when I hit history. Journey, ambulance, and many bright lights. I feel my ears ring in silence, and that and the sound of me eating chips alone becomes deafeningly loud. Maybe I somehow got used to daycare's nonstop music loop where it feels strangely empty here without it. The lack of ambience is almost unbearable. Standing up, I go to throw away the now empty chip bag, one hand on my head as my vision goes blurry for a moment, as if I stood up too fast. Walking back to the railing, I lean against it, looking down and squeezing my eyes shut as I try to quell this nauseating feeling. When I open them again, my vision is still fading in now. And is it just me, or does my vision seem weirdly red? Simply back, I look around for one of the staff bots to help, disoriented by whatever is happening to me. I don't know if the audio. Bro, why does this keep doing? Consider a staff bot. But I vaguely see. Oh, okay. He approaching me from the night. Is a gray humanoid silhouette and two bright red eyes fixated on me. Okay, let's back to that. Intruder. Startled, I make a run for the stairs, hoping to find a staff bot somewhere nearby. My vision seems to fix itself. In fact, it's gone worse as I misstep and tumble down the first short flight of stairs. I forced myself back up, using the railing for support before something grabs the back of my shirt. Okay, I don't know why that switches. Hold on to the railing. I don't let go of the railing as I look behind me now, more clearly seeing the face of a gray rabbit costume with bright red eyes and a gaping black grin. What are you? I can't even hear my own voice. The ringing drowns it out completely as whoever it is successfully drags me away from the railing. Back up the stairs, so I try to grab at anything I can. Reduced to a ragdoll, it gets harder and harder for me to try and escape as I drag back into L chips. It helps me try to grab at the top floor to no avail. The ringing is overpowered by the sound of my own heart pounding in my head at this point. We're nearing the kitchen at the back of the small restaurant. I blocked off by a metal door. I'm running out of time. Hold on. Okay, nothing there. I don't know why. I don't know why sometimes it... No, damn it. Integrity seems unfazed. I hate that it does that. There are hands with a large kitchen knife. Oh, of course, they're going to kill me. They're going to drag me into the kitchen and kill me. Where's Vanessa? Well, does she know what's happening? Would she be able to find us? Would I be dead, buried before anyone knew I was gone? I'm just barely able to cling under the corner of the counter, trying to buy whatever time I can. Yeah, call for help. I try calling for anyone to help. Unsure if I can even be heard as my grip on the counter starts to slip. Call for a staff bot. My attacker has both hands in the back of my shirt and is pulling hard. One of my hands slips from the counter. I can't hang on much longer, I'm going to die. Call for Moon. Moon! Moon, help me, please. My hand slips from the counter and I'm dragged back. Practically clawing at the floor, but the costume stranger yanks me back for pushing open the door to the kitchen and throwing me in. There's no light on in here, so I'm completely drowned in darkness as I land on the cold tile floor, save for the small beam of light coming from beyond the door. Looking behind me, I see that a bit of light starts slipping away as the attacker silhouette starts to merge with the darkness, their eyes being the only thing I see, and probably the last thing I'll see. Okay, the beam of light from beyond the door floods back into the room, and Grey Rabbit is nowhere to be seen. My vision finally starts to clear as I look towards whatever landed nearby. A different pair of red eyes looks back at me and lunges in my direction. I scurry back or panic till two familiar robotic arms grab me, pulling me back out of the kitchen into the atrium. I can finally see clearly, and the ringing noise is completely replaced by my racing heartbeat. I stare into nothing even as I'm carried into the air. Flying back to the atrium to the daycare, Moon's grip on me is so strong that he's on the verge of crushing my spine. He finally starts to slow down as we pass over the daycare wall, the once eerie silence hanging over us. He makes a smooth landing on the floor, the cable on his back unhooking and retreating back to the ceiling as I am placed on the ground. He doesn't let go, though. It almost feels like his arms are shaking, or maybe that's me. I can see his face. He's slouched in a way that where my head is almost resting on his shoulder, and he's staring at the floor. His arms finally loosen, as if he just let out a relief sigh before letting go of me. I myself can't find words for what just happened. Whenever I open my mouth to speak, my mind completely blanks. Instead, I drop to the floor. My fight or flight is still kicked in. My hands are shaking uncontrollably. Moon's expression darkens slightly. Does he want to say something? Okay, all of that's still there. Okay. I don't know why sometimes... Okay, I'm done talking about that. His faceplate turns slightly, and he walks over to something on the floor a few yards away. He silently picks it up and turns it to me. My flashlight. I'm pretty sure I can hear his fans revving up, and he looks like he's deep in thought. He sits down in front of me, resting his faceplate on the palm of his hand. I fidget with the flashlight a bit. Battery's dead. Almost.
I'm sorry for not being there sooner.
It's fine.
You could have died.
Well, I didn't. You still showed up quickly enough that it didn't happen, so... Why do you care so much anyway? I basically just got here and, well, you barely know me.
This is my job. I don't just look after the kids. Everyone that steps into the building is my responsibility. And that includes you.
Moon suddenly gets back up and walks over to the massive doors by the desk. Where you go?
Locking this place up. Whoever attacked you is still in the building. I can't leave you alone here to go deal with it.
Do you not know that she's... Okay.
Bringing you with me is too risky.
Watch as Moon moves various objects in front of the door, from desks, chairs, to smaller play structures. Basically anything decently heavy enough to barricade the door. Can't you just lock it?
Already did, but I'm not taking any chances.
Eventually, I'm able to stand up again and go over to the charging dock by the desk to recharge my flashlight.
I'm guessing you'd rather get out of here sooner than later, right?
Not in a rush to leave by myself, really. I live alone, so...
Still, you can't stay here forever. Well, if you want to keep going with the generators, just say the word.
Right. I remove my flashlight from the charging dock, and sure enough, it works. I turn around and point it back at the structures. Shall we? Shall I first get some water? Moon nods, and we waste no time finding the next generator. Thankfully, it works just fine now. With the one over, we go back to this, turn the lights back on. Speaking of, Hunter has Sun seeing all of this. Moon did say they can both see and hear everything happening, as if, even if they're not the one piloting the robot body. There's a glimpse of the time as I'm turning the lights back on. 2 a.m. Daycare is slowly lit up, and as usual, the music comes back on. Even with the cheerful music, the mood remains heavy as ever. However, I'm given no time to think as I'm spun back around by a very worried son frantically checking me for any injuries.
Oh my gosh, are you sure you're okay? You poor thing, you must have been so scared. Oh, I'm sorry we weren't there sooner. If only we knew, we would have...
Again, it's like whenever it switches, it takes these. Don't worry, I'm okay, son. Don't worry about it, I'm okay. Son still looks guilty. He looks to check my arms and torso to see if I'm hurt, but at least he isn't pulling me around like a rag doll.
I have to worry. Keeping everyone safe here is my job. If I can't protect one person, then...
Son is visibly distraught. His rays are practically drooping. Seems that didn't help much. Ooh. I don't know which one to go to. Okay, they're still there. I got continue with your job. Calm him with a hug. It's a bit of a reach considering how tall he is compared to me, even when kneeling. But I managed to wrap my arms around Son's torso, hoping that'll calm him down. Son doesn't say anything, but instead hugs me back, his internal fans getting much louder. He has one arm around my torso, one hand softly holding the back of my head. It's a gentle hug. It feels safe. We say nothing for 3 minutes. I was trying to calm him down, but honestly, this hug is a huge comfort for me too. No wonder they're trusted with kids. Even as an adult, I feel an odd sense of security around them. Considering what just happened, it feels nice. Question.
Huh?
What was Moon alerted to anyway?
Oh, a little boy snuck in to see Freddy again.
A boy. Seems irritated when he says that. Again.
Yeah, this isn't the first time the little role breaker snuck in here.
Something tells me that security isn't as strict as you would think, though, if a kid managed to sneak in more than once. Or if he just wants to see Freddy, then I don't see a problem with it. It's not like the kid's hurting anyone. I know Freddy's gonna let him get into trouble. He seems almost playfully bitter. What did this kid even do? Maybe I should ask later, though. I have to keep going with generators. I don't get very far, though, before I'm suddenly picked up by Son. Where are we going? Son managed to carry me with one arm, using the other one to move various other objects in front of the massive door.
Making sure no one's getting in here.
Can't you put me down, though?
No. After all that, there's no way to leave you on your own now. What if that person finds you here and we're not around?
Son, we're in the same room. If that person somehow got in, I'm pretty sure you'd notice. Looking up at Son's face, I noticed the long cable from the ceiling unhooked onto Son's back.
You heard Moon. We're not taking any chances.
We suddenly jerk. We suddenly jerk upward. I'm lifted into the air along the sun, albeit much faster and more recklessly than Moon. Hey, at least let me call Vanessa first. I don't think she even knows about that freak. Just a staff boss didn't react at all.
Gosh, you're right. Okay, but we're making it quick.
Sure thing. The sun suddenly changes directions in the air as we start heading back towards the desk. However, I think the sun tried dropping from the site way too early, as we basically started free falling towards the ball pit. Oh shit! Grab onto sun. I am just barely able to grab onto sun before gravity takes me. We're both tangled in the cables though. Once again, we're stunned into silence. Just when I thought things were calming down, I feel my heart going a mile a minute from the adrenaline, and sun's internal fans are in full blast. I keep clinging onto sun for dear life as we're slowly lowered into the ball pit. Clutching my chest with one hand over my racing car, I'm able to get out of the tangled mess pretty easily. Sun is clearly having a harder time though, just trashing in the tangled cable. Sun, chill out. Let me get you out of that.
No thanks. I'm fine. I can get out myself.
I sigh, standing in silence for about a minute as Sun fails to get out himself. Sun? Sun finally stops, his faceplate drooping in defeat. You want my help now?
Fine.
Alright then, hold on for a second. Getting him out of the cable is hard. Once I'm done, I unhook the cable from its back and let it retreat back to the ceiling. I give Sun a minute before I decide to speak again. You want to get out of the ball pit now?
Yeah.
I can't tell if you're upset or embarrassed of what just happened as you exit the ball pit and make the walk back to the desk.
That's kind of why I don't use the cable, funnily enough. I usually just leave it to Moon.
Huh, interesting. But really, actually, I kind of get it. Not to diss you or anything, but Moon seemed to know what he was doing, I think.
Yep, he has a lot more time to practice because of patrols. Plus being active whenever the kids are sleeping.
So, he doesn't go free-falling and end up tangled in the cable?
Well, no. But I could do it just as well.
You want to try again, then I can keep a timer for you.
No, wait. What do you need a timer for?
To keep track of how long you can go without getting tangled.
No, I'm not doing that again.
I can't help but laugh at Sun's embarrassment. Oh, well, the poor guy just crosses his arms and pouts. Okay, you don't have to do that. Just felt like messing with you, is all. I politely roll my eyes as I go to pick up my phone. Glancing back at Sun and pull up Vanessa's contact on my phone and hold it out for Sun to take. You want to call Vanessa for me? I can work on the next generator in the meantime.
Yes, please.
Sun wastes no time grabbing the phone and calling Vanessa and I leave him to it as I go to sort out the next mess of cables. One. I think that's right. Yeah. 3. Okay. Standing up straight, I stretch my arms over my head as I glance back at Sun on the phone. He has the device held in front of him, probably in speaker mode, and he seems concerned. Not that I was really paying attention to what he was doing just now.
There's no need for that. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you look at the cameras. Maybe not right now, but whenever you have the time.
He's waving his other hand in front of him nervously as he says, and his rays have shrunken a little bit. His ray. What did Vanessa say to him? Sun glances over at me for a moment before Vanessa starts talking, and he senses the tension back on the phone.
If it really did happen, the staff bots would have let me know.
But what if they don't?
That can't be possible. I believe that if it was just one bot, but there's no way that many of them would just stop working out of nowhere.
Did you?
Well, what if they didn't think the person was dangerous?
Again.
Son, that's not possible. They're supposed to go
Does
on.
that even
Say
do
something.
anything?
Be here.
Do those even do anything?
Look, I don't want to completely overlook what you're saying, but what you're telling me just doesn't add up. I'll ask them about it later. I have to go check on the kitty.
Before Sun can respond, Vanessa hangs up his arm sharp in defeat as I make my way over to him, and he hands back the phone. You okay? Sun forces a smile and waves his hand in front of him nonchalantly.
Yeah, fine, just worried.
Yeah, no
She
kidding.
thought it was this weird bug we had a while back, that maybe it was making me see things that weren't there
A bug?
It's a long story, but she thought maybe I was hallucinating a rabbit we used to have here. When I told her the person was dressed like a rabbit.
What?
Yep, I tried telling her that it was real since you were there, and
There used to be a rabbit here?
yeah, I don't know much about him other than his name was Bonnie. He was one of the Glamrocks.
Huh.
Yeah, the others don't really like to talk about it.
I wonder why. Guess that's something we can ask Vanessa about later.
Maybe.
Remember what I'm supposed to be doing, put my phone back in my pocket and go to the computer, shut off the lights for a third time. Halfway there, glancing at the little digital clock in the corner screen, I can't give him enough to know at the time, 3 a.m. Here we're at 3 a.m. I decided not wasting more time and turned the lights off. Watching this room dim surround me and my only lights just light of the screens and the flickering little charging station on the wall. And I step back from the computer. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look. Gallery. Oh, they do have the pictures here. Can I get just the picture? So we have that one, we have this one. Then we got this one. Oh. I want. It's not really a full screen of them, but doesn't have all of the things up here. So we got 1, 2, there's 5 here, 5 here, and then 2 here. 2 mystery ones there. Interesting. Our select. Okay, we're at 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go until it says 3, 2. Until 3, 2. Even though the stream. Even with the stream music is ever heard. Okay, no. Load. Really? Okay. 3 a.m. I said I was going to turn to remote software to room dims. I'll go until it says 3, 2. I know I have to hurry up and get this done, but now that my journal's turning away, if I don't know again, as I can glance back at Moon, who's giving me an annoying look. Just says 3, 1. Yeah. Probably a bit of adrenaline and sugar wearing off, I think. Maybe I was hallucinating the rabbit after all. I smile slightly at the joke. Ugh. Moon, however, seems less than amused, giving me a deadpan stare. I clear my throat, reading the room, and taking my flashlight back out. Making my way a few steps past the desk. However, when I look at Moon, I notice the cable lying behind him. He points a finger at me and starts hovering off the ground.
I'll be right back.
With that, he leaves the cable, allowing them to maneuver over the barriers of the daycare and disappear. Shrugging and wearing my flashlight, I stay put. Not like I was going anywhere anyway. I eventually decide to sit on the floor with my legs crossed and my chin resting on my palm. Sorry, I'm just trying to see when it gets to 3, 2, and then I'll end the video. Since I have nothing better to do, I look around in my surroundings, several towers of stacked foam cans, a sparkling floor, and large cutouts of the Glamrock animatronics that decorate the place. For a place that's full of kids during the day, it's weirdly organized. Probably because of Son. He did say that he never left this place. And I can imagine keeping it looking nice is a big reason why. I can't help but feel kind of bad though. Sun and Moon's entire lives are in this daycare. I know they have each other, but I can't imagine spending all my time in such a small area. A train of thought was caught when a pair of red eyes peered at me just from beyond the barrier. As I pushed myself back up. There you are, Moon. Are we gonna... Oh shit, here we go again. I bring his ears in a jump, dropping my flashlight. What? Covering one of my ears with one hand, I tried to pick it back up. Oh, here she is again, and a familiar red haze overlays my vision. Still 3-1. With it now back in my hands, I point it in the direction of my eyes. However, they disappear as quickly as they came. The noise in my ears fades into nothing but the subtle ambience within the daycare. My arms drop to my sides. I hear the familiar sound of gears and robotics, and I look up. Moon is already re-entering the daycare. Not even sure if what I saw was real, or my mind playing tricks on me due to the stress. Either way, I try to take deep breaths as I calm down my rapid beating heart as Moon approaches me, the cable unhooking from his back and retreating back up.
I wanted to do a quick check around the daycare, just to keep an eye on things. Also, I brought you this.
He gives me an open can of Fizzy Fast, and although reluctantly, I take it. So nothing out of the ordinary. That's good. He stares at me for a moment as I take a long sip of the soda. Somehow it tastes even sweeter than normal.
Something happened while I was away.
Your
heart's racing.
Okay, so 3-2. Tell me the truth. Well, Moon's suspicion sovereignty as he waits for me to answer. I was over here waiting for you to come back, and over there, I point to where I saw them just past the barrier. I saw those red eyes. I thought it was you at first, but then I started hearing this loud noise. My eyes widened slightly. It was the same thing I heard when that rabbit lady attacked me, so. Moon looked to where I'm pointing and takes a few steps toward it.
Did it look like she was trying to get in?
I don't know. She was just there. And right before you showed up, she just vanished. I can hear Moon's internal fans getting louder.
Hopefully, that means she can't get in here.
Yeah, that would be nice.
The fact that she knows you're here isn't good, though.
You don't say. Taking another long drink of my soda, using my other hand to point my flashlight towards the structures. No, nothing. Shall we now? Moon tilts his head at me.
You give it a minute.
Why?
I don't think trying to work with this level of stress is a good thing.
You'll be fine. I've managed the past 12 hours on like 10 minutes of sleep. I'll live.
I can't say I'm surprised. Only when I said this, but the people in charge of this place aren't known to splurge.
Give me a bewildering look, sighing at annoyance. That is a weird thing. Look, just let me deal with this one generator. After that, maybe I'll take it easy for a bit. Moon raises an eyebrow, clearly not entirely believing me. Promise. I begrudgingly give in for now. Moon sighs over, nodding his head at the structures, motioning for me to follow him as he leads me to the next generator. I set the soda can on the ground. I beg the structures for to follow Moon in. He flops out next to the generator, looking over at me. I nod, putting my flashlight down so I can test the generator. The machine's LEDs turn green as the machine mechanisms come around to left. Good, no problems. I do notice that my hand holding the switch is shaking a bit, though. More than normal.
Something wrong.
That's still 3-1. What?
You're just staring at it.
Oh. I switch the generator back off and pick up my flashlight before making my way back out of the structure. After picking up the soda can I left on the ground, I wait for a moment for Moon to follow, lightly tapping my foot on the ground. Moon stands back up, albeit slightly still slouching, and gives me his concerned look.
Sure you're alright.
Yeah? Why? Moon points at my hand holding the flashlight. I didn't realize it, but I'm gripping the thing way tighter than I thought. I loosen my hold on as I start walking back to the desk.
See why I told you to take a break now.
I roll my eyes. Yeah. Anyway, Moon stays silent, leaning back as I did put down the soda and turn the lights on. It's still 3-1. I mark my progress and turn my flashlight off, watching a sun sits on the desk, slightly kicking its legs back and forth.
So, break time.
Please tell me. Oh, let me just. I sigh. I can't. I have to finish this.
You said you'd take a break after that one.
Sorry, but I can't keep dragging this out.
Come on, please.
I make my way to the cables on the floor, being extra careful so I go sit down since my hands are still shaking. Still 3-1. A lot. Hands are shaking a lot.
No.
What the? Someone suddenly grabs my wrist and practically drags me away from the wall.
Shaking. It's not safe to do that now.
Let me leave. Technically, he's not wrong. Hell, I'm practically vibrating. You sure that was a soda and not an energy drink that Moon gave me? I notice Sun's rays are shrinking a little bit, and he's avoiding eye contact. Sun? Sun, what did you do?
Okay, maybe I put some stuff in the drink. I thought it would help.
Okay. He says it so fast that his words start blending together, but I can still understand him. Seriously?
Sorry.
Sun lets go of my wrist, staring at the ground like a kicked puppy. I try to go back to the cables, only for Sun to jerk me over to the desk again. Sun, really?
I know I messed up, but messing with cables and machines with shaky hands isn't safe.
Oh. Go along with it. You really think so? Sun stares at me for a second before nodding, raised an eyebrow at him, but decided to stop resisting. Alright, fine. Sun doesn't say anything for a moment, but towards Sun to picking me up. What?
1 second?
I noticed the cable lowering. Good lord, not again. Sun, no.
Be careful this time.
Yeah, well, lifts us off the ground more slowly this time. Okay, he's messing around this time. Since he's not rushing, the rate isn't nearly as reckless. We're only there for a few moments where Sun steps onto a small balcony that leads into his room. Okay, why are we here?
Just a precaution, that's all.
Sure. Taking a good look at the room beyond us, it feels oddly lonely compared to the daycare. No. There's a small staircase that leads into the space. I hate that it does this anytime you click, which is only faintly illuminated by the bright fluorescent lights behind us. There's some fairy lights strung to the wall, but several of the bulbs are broken or dim. The floor is wooden and looks like it hasn't been swept in ages, and there's various strange random objects strewn around. Fleshy stools from poem shapes and other things. In the corner next to a small chair is a broken staff pod, its body mangled and its head ripped off. I hear something of a nervous chuckle, clearly noticing me staring at his well-blessed and colorful living space.
Welcome to my little world.
Oh, it's messy. Kind of messy, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh, we're in 4-1?
Neither the kids
Okay, you know
nor
what?
staff come in here.
Let's go back to the menu.
We never.
Hold on, what the hell? Our select view are in 4-1. Okay.
Feeling tired again.
We're in 4-1. Damn it. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's just end it here. You know what? We'll just start it back at 4-1. I just gotta make sure I notice that about it. That was After Hours. I will come back and finish it off next time. Hope you enjoyed this video for a FNAF visual novel, dating sim, whatever. I don't know really how to do this, because I've been trying to find a way to end it, but I couldn't, because the saving is a little weird with it. But anyway, jumping back in here really quick. The saving is not very good with this game. It's a great game, but I opened it back up just to double check. I clicked hours, the hours part, and it just does not click open until you hit load, but the loading is only at 3-1 and not the 4-1 that I was at. So yeah, this is gonna be the only video for this game. I wanted to come back to play more, do more, because it's really good. It's got nice voice acting, and it's very interesting. I mean, I'll leave it in the description to play. And there's the fucking hammering, but I'll leave it in the description for you to go and play it yourself. It's really, I still really like it, despite my little gripe here of the loading and the saving as being kind of things in the comments talking about the save data just being deleted. That's weird. But yeah, so I'm just letting you know that I'm not going to be doing another video with this game. But it's still a good, I still think it's a good game, but I think it's a game you should just play all the way through completely. And I didn't have time for that because it ended up being like 55 minutes of me recording. And I'm like, oh, this is going to take me like an hour and a half maybe to do. And I didn't want to have to do that. So I'm just letting you know there won't be another video for this game because I would have to replay the whole thing again, or at least start at 3-1 and just zoom through that and doing the same choices I made before so I can keep the same progress, but that just seems so much work. But yeah, I'll leave that there. Outro, go. Outro, play. Go to the outro. Hope you enjoyed the video though. If you did, subscribe to get other stuff video. See you next time. Bye bye.